Morning, everybody. It's a beautiful Friday morning in the Highlands in Louisville. This is Paul Cappiello here, again from Udell with Gardening at Home. And this looks a little different for those of you who've been following these Friday afternoon videos. This is not my garden, this is my neighbor's. I live in the Highlands in Louisville, which means everybody has a tiny garden, and I just ran out of space. And our good friends down the street, Yasenko and Mirzada Krabasic, wanted to do a little something a few years ago, so we expanded and came down and worked with them on their garden. So I thought I'd take you for a little tour because they've got a really nice garden. I thought you might enjoy it. First of all, probably one of the best flowering dogwoods in town. It may not be the biggest, but it's just perfectly shaped, beautiful horizontal branching, just sort of past peak, a little bit blooming, but it's just a beauty, and so we had to start out with that. But I'm going to go in a little bit closer and show you a few other things. The azaleas, they've been there probably since the house was built. Probably Delaware Valley White, real nice, tough performer, but you can see this one got beat up a little bit in the freeze the other night. We went down to just about freezing, about 32. You can see those top blooms really got nailed. The bottom ones were okay. Talked to our nursery manager, Jacob Stidham, yesterday. He and his wife live and garden out in Shelbyville. They went to 26, and a lot of their hostas just turned to mush, unfortunately. But this is a great little entry to the garden. I love the bluestone. It's one of my favorite things. It's not a local product. A lot of people around here would use limestone, but the soft gray of the Pennsylvania bluestone is really pretty fabulous. It's one of the things that I just love about this garden. Great little entry. And then in the front here, we've got some hellebores that are past peak. The Krabasics are from Bosnia, and when we first got to know them, they were in our garden and saw the hellebores blooming, and got excited because these are native where they're from, and so we had to put a few of them in their garden, and they've really enjoyed them. Again, the Delaware Valley Whites, you can see up closer to the house, they're actually okay. And in the back, that's the double red knockout rose. That's just such a good performer. So it's just been a great one here in the garden. I'm going to take you around back and show you a few more things. Now along the driveway, they've got a great line of hostas. It's just a real simple treatment here. But really, you don't need much more in a spot like this. This is just one of the variegated green hostas, and it does a nice job. And then up here on the fence, they've got one of the best plantings anywhere of a hydrangea vine. This is Schizophragma hydrangioides. You can see it's just getting ready to bloom. Looks a lot like a hydrangea. The difference is instead of having 4 white sepals, it's actually got one big one. But as we go down the row, you'll see it actually got tipped a little bit by the frost, but it'll probably be perfectly fine when it continues to grow. But it does a real nice job just opening the gate. Sorry about the noise here. And now into the backyard. A few carex in pots that are getting divided. They came out of my garden. But one of the fun things about this garden, and one of the tough things, is you see that stump there? That was about a 90-foot white pine that shaded this entire garden. That had to come out about 2 years ago, so it completely changed the garden. So they're making some major shifts. Mirzada does a great job with pots. She's just started planting. You can see more of the bluestone in this great blue wall that Yasenko built. A nice seat wall, and when they uncover things, it really looks super. In the summer, more of the Schizophragma vine. You can see, I'll go up, look close, you can see where it's all kind of wrinkled there. That's where the frost got to it. But this one will actually come out of it and be perfectly fine. And I love what she's done back here with the heucheras in containers. Just a collection of 2, 4, 6, 8 different varieties. And she actually wraps those pots in burlap in the summer, and they look fantastic. All under a nice big sweet bay magnolia that gives them great lemon scent all through the season, or the beginning part of the season. Yasenko's hung some of his artwork on the walls. And then it's just, again, it's a small garden, but nice center path here with the pea stone, little water sculpture that's just getting going, and great seating area in the back here. As you can see, they've done a really nice job architecturally with the fence around the side. That just gives them a little enclosure, but it's not too tall. It doesn't feel like it's completely overdone. Just a real creative little garden. Grasses. This is Miscanthus Morning Light. That'll make about a 6-foot fountain. And it's really pretty super. Hydrangeas. The Annabelle hydrangea, that'll be white come June, and add a lot of color. And this big Japanese holly, I think this is Steve's. It's one that doesn't get used very often, but it is one of the toughest and most durable large evergreen shrubs. You can see what a nice job it does screening out the garage when you're sitting here on the patio. You barely even know that garage is there. So great little garden, wonderful little architectural features, super use of color with the planter wall, great selection of plants, and even just little details like this at the step with some sedums growing in it. Really an artistic and extremely well done little garden. So I hope you enjoyed it. Pick up a few ideas to use in your own garden. Have a nice Friday.